It's the full moon. And no, I'm not talking about Gino. Well, good morning from a very breezy Tiger Mountain. This is Steve with my hiking buddy Gino.
Good morning.
And as you saw earlier, we started out in the parking lot at about 6:15, 32 degrees, very frosty trail, very cold, full moon, clear. And the higher we've gone, Gino noticed at first, it's really gotten mild up here, and it's blowing. The weather forecast is for some breezy conditions today, 15 to 20 with maybe higher gusts. Our journey today, I'm filming where we're going. We're headed up to West Tiger 3 Summit, and then we're going to continue on to West Tiger 2 Summit and West Tiger 1. The three West Tiger summits, 3 and 2 have lost their views over the years, which you will see, and 1 still has a spectacular view of Mount Rainier. So that's what we're going to do today, out and back, roughly 9 miles. We haven't been to Tiger 1 in 7 years, 7.5 years, Gino.
Yeah.
May of 2013. So anyway, first 2 cars in the lot. We haven't seen anybody. We'll check in along the way, and hopefully we're watching the wind close. Obviously, if trees start coming down, we'll abort. As Gino likes to say, abort, abort. But right now it's just kind of breezy here, and so we'll check in on the way. Thanks for hiking with us. So as you climb up West Tiger 3, you get this view out east. Sun rising over the Cascades, very breezy. We're on the east slope here, so the wind's more pronounced. We actually, part of the way is on the west slope, and there was hardly any wind. So we are heading up this way. I was going to mention, I mentioned the 3 summits we're going to visit today. There's actually 6 summits over here. The 3 West Tiger summits, and then there's also Middle Tiger, South Tiger, and East Tiger. And if you wanted, you could do a big loop, do all 6. I think it's about 18 miles, roughly. And we're going to just do the 3 out to West Tiger. And out and back. Wanted to show you if we can see it here. That is the summit of West Tiger 2 where that radio tower is. Right there. We're going to go over there after we go to West Tiger 3. So the other thing I was going to comment on is we've been watching the trees. It's breezy. But usually heavier wind, you'd see debris and stuff falling down, and there's nothing. So we're keeping an eye on it. If it gets too bad, we'll turn around, but for now, we're pretty safe. So, okay, I'm going to shut off, and we'll check in up on the summit of West Tiger 3 in a bit. Welcome to the summit of West Tiger 3. So, back in the day when I first started hiking, off in this direction was a spectacular view of Mount Rainier, and as you can see, all the trees have grown. We're going to head up to the radio tower over there on West Tiger 2 in a bit. And over this way, you actually used to have a view of Poo Poo Point, if you can believe that, where the hang gliders go from. And coming down here way off, it's kind of hazy today, but you can kind of see Lake Washington in the distance. And you used to have a nice view of Seattle, but again, all the trees have kind of grown up here and block things. So we're going to take a short break up here on the summit and continue on our way. We actually have to drop down here for a little bit and then start climbing up the Tiger 2. So I don't know, Gene and I were talking, it's about 20 minutes away hike-wise. So as you can see, the trees are blowing around in the wind. I don't know, probably 15 to 20 miles an hour. The other thing is with this wind, these downslope winds off the Cascades warm the temperatures up quite a bit. So when we started, boy, we both had stocking caps and gloves on, and they came off in a hurry when we got to elevation because it's really warmed up. It's probably upper 40s, low 50s. So, okay, we're going to check in, and we'll film up at Tiger 2 when we get up there. So on the summit of West Tiger 2 is this radio tower here, which you saw earlier. Probably 100 feet tall. And it's all fenced off. Tiger 1 also has some radio towers, and what I was going to mention is, because there are radio towers up here, there has to be access for service and repair, so the trail from this point to Tiger 1 is a road. And we've come up from over here, where that sign is. We're going to go down this road, drop down, and then steep climb up to Tiger 1. So breezy, but not as bad here. I think those winds coming out of the east are kind of on the west side here, and they're blocking a little bit. The saddle between 3 and 2, it was really calm down there. And I did check my pack thermometer. It's 48 degrees. So it feels a little cooler with the breeze, but at least it's not 32. So anyway, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to head down this road and then up to Tiger 1. We'll check in on the way. So we're walking on this road. I just wanted to show you we're kind of blocked by the wind here down in this hollow, this saddle between 3 and 2, or 2 and 1, excuse me. But those east winds, they get blocked, and so it's dead calm down here. It's not even blowing. And up on the top of 2 and the top of 3, it was really blowing pretty hard in spots. But boy, nice morning. It's clear, sunny. Gino, what, the last month? I don't think we've had a day like this, have we? It's been raining and misting, and anyway, we're coming to the gate that's going to take us up to West Tiger 1, which is on the left there. You can see the road forks here, and the gate's right in front of us. So we'll check in on the way. It's a pretty steep haul up to 1 here. So, okay, we'll check in a bit. So this sign is right before you start up to West Tiger 1. And it's a steep road, so as you can see, 4-wheel drive only. I'm surprised the sign's by Weyerhaeuser, Gino. You'd think it would be a DNR or something. Yeah. But anyway, okay, we're going to start the assault up to 1. So Gino said he didn't think 2-wheel drive would make it up here. And I think he's right, but 2-leg drive is making it. So, steep road, Gino. Jeez. Okay, we got a ways to go yet. We also see a sign off to the right. It hasn't been here, well, 7 years ago it wasn't here. So we're going to check it out. See, I think it's the One View Trail maybe. We'll check in later. This is the summit of Tiger 1. A couple more radio towers. Looks like an igloo, doesn't it? So the hiker's hut. If you want to get warm in here on a crappy day. Okay, the door's banging against me with this wind here, so I want to shut it. I'll check in a minute here, hold on. So this is why we came up to West Tiger 1. But what a view up here. There's Mount Rainier and just the surrounding area. Lake Washington. What are you pointing at, Gino?
Straight ahead there. See a little knob down below? Straight.
Yeah.
That's Mount Pete.
Okay.
That was up there on Monday.
But look at this view, Gino, of the surrounding Puget Sound, the Cascades, the moon. Zoom out here. Just a spectacular morning other than the wind. Tiger 2 and 3, and now it's just this. little bit. I'm going to take a break, have something to eat, and a drink of water here. But thanks for hiking up here with us in a windstorm. There's the road we came up. Again, the surrounding area. I think this is up here. We're exposed on this ridge top. Really blowing. On the heavier side here, keeping us anchored. Lake Washington over there. Okay, Gino's gone and hidden in the hiker's hut. He's worried about taking off with this. Pretty big gust of off. So, there's the radio towers. Okay, I'm going to go gather Gino and we're going to head back, and on the way back I'm going to film, there's 3 memorials up here. I mentioned when we did Little Sci earlier in the year, there's that memorial to the guy who lost his life on Everest. There's 3 memorials here. One's in the saddle between Tiger 2 and 3, and then there's 2 right off the summit of Tiger 3, and I'll film those and whatever else we find interesting on the way back. Okay, I gotta go gather Gino and then we're gonna head down, so we'll check in a while. Danger, Will Robinson. Authorized personnel only. Caution on this point. Frequency fields at this site exceed FCC rules for human exposure. I think, Gino, that's what happened to all your hair. You came up and got exposed to the radio beam. So we're heading down the road. Once we're off that summit of 1, it really calmed down down in here. And I was going to mention this little sign that we saw here that I thought was a trail marker. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. It's actually a mileage marker, mile 7. So we're thinking that maybe it's for this road, and this is the 7th mile, obviously, and it must start, if it's 7 miles, it must start on Issaquah Hobart someplace and wind its way up here to the radio towers. But anyway, you can see it just has gotten dead calm down here when you're off, not exposed to those east winds. And so we're heading down to the saddle between 1 and 2. Got a little bit of a climb ahead of us up to 2, and then we got the saddle between 2 and 3, and that's where the first memorial is that I'm going to film. And then we got 3, and then we're going to go back down. So it's a little after 8:30. Took us, I don't know, probably 2 hours to get up there, since we stayed up there for about 15 minutes. So not bad. And we're heading down this way. Ooh, it's steep. Okay, I got to start using my poles here for some braking, so we'll check in a bit. So in the saddle between 3 and 2, there's a site of an old radio tower. Here's the anchoring block, and there's a memorial here to a guy named Joe. There it is, born in 1937, passed in 2008. May you hike these mountains forever. And unfortunately, as you can see, someone has desecrated this memorial. Gino and I saw it when it was brand new, and you could see some idiots, punks, whatever you want to call them, snapped off the edges, and it's just disgusting and quite sad, actually. And Joe, I don't know if it was his family or friends put this here, but someone has desecrated it, so nothing more to say. So here's another memorial. This one says, in memory of Jimmy Hankhouse, founder of OSAT. and members Tom Downey and Scott Hall. May 1995, Denali. Keep climbing. And next to them, John, boy, I can't make this out. Gino, is it Repka? July 47 to May 99. Now he knows for sure. A couple small memorials here right off the Tiger 3 summit. But OSAT, I was going to mention that someone's left some flowers for them, but there's this kind of meeting area here, and OSAT stands for One Step at a Time. And that's a group of people that have addiction problems, and they hike, and they come up here and talk and meet. I don't believe they're doing it during COVID, but Jimmy was the founder of it, and unfortunately I haven't been able to research it much, but since it says Denali, I can only assume they lost their lives up on Denali. So we're right off the summit. We've seen 2 people up on Tiger 3, and they're actually coming down, so we're going to let them go ahead of us. And then we're going to start down. Not blowing as hard here, Gino. Okay. We'll check in on the way down. As Gino said, the one remaining view from West Tiger 3. Wind's calmed down quite a bit. You know, Gino, as I look over to that bunch of radio towers, is that West Tiger 1? Because 2 only has the 1. I don't think we could see. That must be Middle Tiger or East Tiger or something. But anyway, just we're looking out at the Cascades here. The wind's calmed down quite a bit from this morning. And it is clear. Beautiful morning for December, what is it, the 2nd? Yep. Okay, we'll check in a couple times on the way down. So Gino said, it's like we're in another world down here. We're on the other side of the ridge here on West Tiger 3, and it is just dead calm. Those east winds, we were commenting that they really hit you when you got those exposed areas, but when you're on the west side here, like we are, it's just calm. Look at the forest here, it's not even moving. I told Gino, I said, we're lucky that it's an east wind. If it was coming from the south, it would be a big windstorm and we'd have some issues, but no issues today. We're up to, we're about halfway back down to the parking lot. We're up to, what, Gino, 8 hikers, I think? Somewhere. And mask usage is 100%. So we're on our way back, and through the trees, if you can see it, Lake Sammamish way off there in the distance. Well, this is Steve checking in one final time on Tiger Mountain. We're almost back to the parking lot. We've seen 26 hikers, 22 with masks, so that's good. Weather is probably, Gino, it's over 50 now. Very calm on this side, and just a nice day. Clear blue skies, sunshine. Couldn't ask for better weather and a better hike, the wind notwithstanding. So anyway, we've been kicking a few ideas around for our next adventure. And we may, believe it or not, head down to Mount Rainier here again. A lower elevation hike at Mount Rainier and avoid the snow. So we always like going to Mount Rainier, and I threw something out to Gino, so we'll see. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for hiking with us. We'll see you next time.